Hello everybody! Maybe one day we'll have to realize that this saying wasn't that wrong after all. The world has enough for everyone's needs, but not for everyone's greed. The problem is many people haven't understood that yet. What about you? Come with me, I want to show you something briefly. Did you ever think about what would happen if the most essential needs of the people on this planet weren't met? Something like that happened to me a little while ago. We were on our vacation in South Africa, and I wanted to wash my hands. I turned on the water, and no water came out of the faucet. I was pretty annoyed. We reported that then, and guess what we got as an answer? That's nothing unusual here. We'll fix it as soon as possible. Excuse me, what? Nothing unusual here? I was pretty shocked when I heard that sentence. I mean, here in Germany it's totally unthinkable that water doesn't come out of the faucet. Did you ever think about that, how that would be? When no water would come out of the faucet? Or no food was to find in the supermarket? Or in the fridge? There are countries in which it is normal to live in poverty, to live in hunger, to live without fresh water or fresh food. And at the same time, there are countries in which the people live like kings, they live in luxury, they live in fullness, they have everything they need, but they still want more and more. I think this greed makes us do things that damage other people. It makes us do things we will later on regret. I guess you know it just as well as me. Grabbing things you don't need actually, but you absolutely want. With little ones it looks like this. With the big ones like this. More money, more power, more control. Many people, to achieve this, they would do anything. They even take advantage of their nature and of their fellow people. And of course, this does not stay without bad consequences. In my research, I sat down and wanted to find out how can this happen? How can just no water come out of a faucet anymore? And because water is one of the most essential needs, one of the basic needs of humanity. And in this research, I got to know the Nestle company. I guess you know them already. It's a giant corporation that is now beginning to privatize water in many African countries, in Brazil, and in Portugal. Well, they come to these springs of water where the people of the country people just used to come and get their water, and they buy the springs and they fence them and guard them so that nobody can come and get any water anymore. And now Nestle starts to sell this water for a lot of money, while the people can't get the water anymore. And they earn heaps and heaps of money. Nestle earns $10 billion Swiss francs per year on this water. And at the same time, the people who can't get the water anymore are now dying due to thirst, or dying due to diseases, because of the dirty water they have to now drink. They don't have any clean water anymore. And at the same time, Nestle is getting rich. And things like that just make me angry. How can people do this? I mean, it's crazy. In my opinion, the world has enough for everybody's needs. The only problem is our greed. People let themselves be driven by greed to destroy other people's lives, like Nestle is doing it. We want everything right away and more of it. Well, now what can we do against this? Because one thing is sure, it can't stay that way. We have to change something, and I decided to be a part of the change. I started to live for the others and look after my environment. For example, I just quit buying products of Nestle. Or, together with my friends, we packed packages for needy people in the Ukraine and Romania. Whatever you do, much better than only turning around oneself, taking all one can, is giving all you can. And there are so many opportunities to give and to help. Just keep your eyes open, you'll find some. And by the way, it's real fun. You yourself can be the change you wish for this earth.